of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. It's a live pregame show as the Bulls get ready to play the Cleveland Cavaliers in Chicago. The return of Zach LaVine. Hopefully we get a return away from whatever the word is, from Passive P. But first, before we talk about this and I get into it with you guys, we got to get into the intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, everybody? It's Chicago Bulls Central. You already know, man. We got a game tonight, so as we do with every game, we do the live pregame show. So, now that it's come out that DeMar DeRozan was actually fouled on that last play of the game, it leaves even more of a sour taste in my mouth, if that makes sense. I legit, because DeMar has been kind of iffy, right, on free throws. Not iffy overall, but he's had some iffy moments at the free throw line over the first two games. But you trust that DeMar would have been able to knock down at least two of those, probably all three, and then that's a Bulls win, man. That's really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. Marcus Couch is in the building. He says, "What's good, Haize? We in here." What's good, fam? Thank you for joining, man. At least it's my first time noticing you here. Thank you so much, man. I know we've interacted a few times on Twitter. I really do appreciate you, man. Nick Tolliver, I got robbed yesterday. Got my stuff back, but it was crazy. Whoa, you mean legitimately you got robbed? That's wild. It's just Molly in the building. Says, "Yo, Haize, we here. What's going on? What's going on?" But yeah, it really took what was already a tough loss to me, because I feel like the Bulls just doing a couple things different could have definitely won that game against the Wizards. It took it from just that level of frustration to a complete levels of pissivity. And really, even in that situation, it's not a situation where Billy Donovan could have tried to call a challenge or anything like that. It's just, man, it was just a sucky situation, man. But luckily, it's the NBA, and we have another game tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, they are going to be missing Darius Garland, so it's really going to be the Donovan Mitchell show. Donovan Mitchell is about to get up a lot of shots. And it's going to be interesting to see Zach LaVine in his return back, right? In his season opening game, just does he look as, I don't know the right word for it. He looked off in preseason. Does he still look like that? Has he added the harder practices, even though they put you out for 2 games? Has it helped you? I don't know. And then there's going to be a lot of people watching it, trying to see if Zach LaVine really, if it's more of an injury there, because you get that conspiracy theory in Bulls Nation that, it is a different injury. They just are trying to safeguard it. I don't believe that, but it is what it is. P. Will snaps tonight. Watch out. Hey, listen. Passive P gotta go. We gotta get P. Will back. But until and I trust that he's gonna happen, but he's Passive P to me from now until when he has a good game again. I just need to see some focus on the defensive end more than anything. Marcus Couch in the building. P. Will or P. Won't? Which one will we see tonight? Hopefully it's P. Will. TBOTB Chicago Bulls talk says, "I've been a staunch supporter of P. Will for the last 2 seasons, but 11 field goals in 2 games with Zach out is seriously disappointing." Yeah, but that's not all on him. It's also on the coaching staff not running anything for him, but it's disappointing either way overall. Marvin in the building, he says, "What up, Haize? No motivational speech today. Real shit. We need to get our business. Let's go, boys." I love it because for those that know, in this community, Marvin stays positive all the time. All the time, he's like, "Hey, listen, this is what we can do." Even when he calls out some things, so seeing Marvin say no motivational shit today, he's just, the Bulls need to get on their shit is funny, man. But you gotta know, you gotta be part of the family. And New FB says, "What time the game starts?" The game starts in 39 minutes, brother. 39 minutes. First, Chicago Bulls, I'm about to watch because of work. Maybe I'll give us some good luck. Zach LaVine for 30 tonight. Now, if they lose by 30 tonight, then you can't watch any more games this season, Vince. Literally, I don't care if you're sitting next to the TV and everybody else you love is all in one room watching the Bulls. You got to get the fuck up out that room. So let's hope, because you called out good. If it's bad, you can't watch any more games this season, brother. You can't watch any more games this season. Gary says, "P. Will got that cowardly." No, it's I know. The Cowardly Lion is a perfect one. It's Cowardly Lion. That's what you should have said because it's kind of perfect in that. Dropping a like on the stream before I clock out of work. Appreciate you, brother. I just don't think he will ever be aggressive. I give P. Will one more year, no more than 2, then trade him. Let's go Bulls Nation, C-Red. Listen, there's a lot of people that agree with you, but the person that needs to agree with you in that case is literally Arturas Karnisovas, and I don't think that he does. Like, I think he's going to give P. Will plenty of time, or plenty more time, I should say. The passive P going to make him turn up Haize. Hopefully, if Patrick Williams has a big game today, it's because I called him passive P. That's it. It's because I called him passive P. I'm taking complete ownership over that. Truthfully, they can keep that shit to themselves. It's not like we can shoot free throws. Let's see what else we got. Cody and Cody. It's a hell of a name, brother. What's good, big dog? Love the channel growth. Keep it up. Hey, listen, the channel growth is because you guys, man. Like, that's all I can say. At times I suck at promoting this show, but we still grow. We've never had a month of where we didn't grow. P. Will shooting tendencies from all zones in 2K0. I'm certain, not gonna lie. Hey, listen, I'll be going off with P. Will on 2K. Matter of fact, I played the game today. I was playing the Brooklyn Nets, and I think I went like 7 of 8 from downtown for P. Will, and it was crazy. It's just on pick and pops too. What you think about the league saying that foul should have been called on last? I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. It sucks. It just made that game suck even more as far as like a kick in the stomach, man. Yeah, it sucks. Mark Anderson, yes, let's talk about P. Will. I know the potential is there, and not seeing it in game is very frustrating. I talked about this on the pre-recorded video today, the mailbag episode, is that every year that goes by, P. Will's ceiling drops some. And then at some point, it's just going to even out, right? It's going to even out. So we'll see, like, players, very rarely, but some players, it does take 4 or 5 seasons in the NBA. And I think AK is going to give them that amount of time, but like, it's in him. We know it's in him. It's really in him. It really is. Just call me ID. Did you see how different Markkanen is playing? Listen, we saw that when he was here. The problem with Markkanen is he doesn't always keep the aggression. Anytime Markkanen was aggressive, he had success even here. I mean, that's why they started calling him the finisher, because he literally did have games like that here. The thing for me, I think the coaching staff is better utilizing him. And one of the things here for Boylan for so long, it was gone. I do think that Billy Donovan with this, if let's say Laurie would have stayed, he would have been on the team last season. I do think Billy Donovan, with everything going on, would have found a better way to utilize him. But with that being said, like, he just, at that point, the relationship had soured. But yeah, I mean, I want to see success from Markkanen. I really do. I still like Markkanen. See, did you all see the video of people afraid to go on the Raging Bull roller coaster with the team? I didn't, but I mean, there are grown people being afraid of roller coasters isn't rare, and I don't necessarily think that has anything to do with how the young man can play basketball, but I get what you're getting at, though. I just found out the refs missed the call. Yep, we should have been 2-0. We talked about that at the beginning of the show a little bit, but yeah, completely agree with you. Io needs to become that 3-level scorer that he shows flashes of guys getting to the rim, mid-range jumper, 3-point shooting. He couldn't help but to do some motivational shit. Marvin is a motivating ass motherfucker, and I love it. I love it. Because he, like, during times last season where everybody was just down on the Bulls, you can always count on a very calm Marvin comment that when you read, you can't poke any holes in, because he comes very rational. Brendan O'Jet, wait now, NBA want to open their mouths about that last shot? Fuck the refs. That's, you know what they should make them do? You know what they should make them do? When the Bulls face the Wizards again, they should let them redo the free throws. Just let them redo it. You can just throw it in at the beginning of a game and keep it moving. Hey, bro. My name is Hubert Davis. I'm from San Martin. Got another one. Love your podcast. Thank you, bro. Thank you for supporting it, man. I really appreciate it. Let's see what else we got. The Lob Mob says, if people can duplicate healthy Luau numbers and stay healthy, we got titles in our future. Well, let's just not act like duplicating healthy Luau numbers is an easy feat. It's not. He made it look easy, but if that's what it is, if that's what he turns into, I would be happy with that. Definitely be happy with that. I do love what I'm seeing from Io from the PG spot. He's holding his own. Yeah. I mean, listen, Io's doing great. Jerry Poppins, give P. Wills minutes to Green. Why? They've both sucked. Have you watched the games? That's not going to change. They have both sucked ass since the regular season started. Complete ass. Just face all in the cheeks. But Javonte, matter of fact, Javonte's holding the cheeks open for P. Will to put his face between the cheeks because they just been straight cheeks. Like, it's been bad. It's been bad. Dragic and Drummond seem to be really good pickups. The Bulls bench is better this year than last year. By far, the bench isn't even comparable. This bench is so miles above what our bench was last season. Now, keep in mind, a lot of our bench players had to go to the starting lineup at times. But, like, this is just a really sound bench. Like I've said before, like, the way that Goran's able to move out there, even though he's not the quickest, he's older, like, things like that, he's just using the right angles. He's an intelligent ball player. And the Drummond seems to be in the best shape of his life. So, yeah, man, it's good. If Marvin is Optimus Prime, Petty is Megatron, then I'm Shockwave. No, fuck that. Marvin is Optimus Prime. Ricky Carroll is Megatron. I haven't played some of his voicemails in a while, but you guys know him. He sounds like evil Marvin. Like, if you listen to their voicemail. Matter of fact, I'll play Marvin sitting in the voicemail. I'll play the voicemails back to back. Like, Marvin is the Quiet Storm version, and then like Ricky Carroll is like when you take the Quiet Storm, flip it upside down and reverse it, and then throw some whiskey on top of it. They're literally polar opposites of each other, man. It's crazy. Byron says, we love you, Haize. Keep up the good work, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yo, what's up, Haize? What are we doing? What are you trying to copy here, bro? Like, this isn't DJing, but I feel you. What up, Shay? Today's game is the moment of truth. It's something that fans been talking about since before the season started. Us versus Cleveland. Let's show them what it is. Well, keep in mind, they're not fully healthy, right? So it still isn't. But then I guess in that case too, we wouldn't have been fully healthy either because we're still missing technically our starting point guard. So I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Let's see what else we got. Keep up the good work, Haize. Go Bulls. I hope we can get 4 more champions in the next 15 years so we can have a total of 10. Listen, I don't care about this. I don't care. Like, let's win 1 first before we worry about however many years. Because when the Bulls win title number 7, it's about to be lit. That's all I know. It's about to be lit. Do you think people will be better the second unit instead of being 4th or 5th option? He can be second. Well, no. Keep in mind, even at that point, he's then the 7th, the 6th and 7th option, because you still are going to have starters out there. That's not how it works. At the end of the day, P. Will has to show, and everybody uses this P. Will go to the bench. Even when P. Will was on the bench, they didn't make him the 2nd or 3rd option. He has to show the aggressiveness, whether he's starting or coming off the bench. Going to the second unit and still playing like this, still standing out on the perimeter is not going to do much for him. Now, you can put the ball in his hand more, sure. But if you're going to do that, you can do that with the starters because you have way better starters who can come off ball screens and pin downs and stuff like that and hit up. You have better 3-point shooting in your starting lineup outside of Kobe. I guess Goran too. It's probably about even. But for Patrick Williams to use, so I don't see just going to the bench all of a sudden being this magical solvent for what's going on with passive P. But I do think that once he starts showing some aggression, once he starts taking, he still got 5 opportunities last game, and some of those shots were bunnies. He just threw them up. So if he's more aggressive in those opportunities, his role is going to increase. It's going to increase. Period. Brendan L. Jet, how many times are people going to misspell Haize's name? Bro, it never stops. Like, it's in the description. Like, you hear it all the time. I don't understand, like, why they can't spell my name of all things. You come to the channel. I'm just fucking with people, but it is what it is. The Bulls haven't looked terrible considering they've been missing their starting backcourt. Keep up the work, bro. This is the best Bulls podcast, period. Thank you, Mike Wells. I appreciate that. Yeah, they haven't looked terrible. They didn't look terrible. Like, they looked bad in the first quarter of the first game, and then they looked so. They had some spotty minutes, but through and through, they definitely look like an improved team for sure. At least in my opinion. What's good, Haize? What's going on, MC mixed season? In the words of Pat the designer, what's going on, MC bro? I appreciate you. Let's see. Green starts tonight. Has that been officially announced? I don't think so. Is Dalen Terry the new Ja Morant? That's crazy. That's crazy. Marvin in the building. Might be time to play DJJ Haize. If we're getting nothing out of our power forward position, we need to try something. He's on the team. Why not? I would say this is that we may see that tonight. Billy Donovan maybe he gives them one more time. Maybe he flips it, right? Maybe Billy Donovan does start Javonte in this game and flip it and put Patrick Williams off the bench just to see if that unlocks something to give them one more chance collectively. But even Derrick Jones, I don't think Derrick Jones Jr. can give you anything more now. At least he is a little bit. He's not a little bit. I think he'll play more aggressive than Patrick Williams. But we may see that. We may very well see it. He didn't look the best in preseason when he got to start either, but you never know what we could see. Jameson, should they review plays at the end of games like yesterday? I think every buzzer beater should be a replay. Just in my opinion. I don't mean just at the end of the game. And I think they do it if you hit a buzzer beater at the end of the other quarters, but I think regardless of the quarter, if you put up a shot, unless it's like clearly 2 seconds left on the clock, I think everyone should be reviewed. I think it should be automatically reviewed, whether it be for a foul, whether it be for the bucket, whatever it's for. You review everything because in situations like that, just having an automatic review because it was a buzzer beater, they probably would have noticed it and been like, hey, he gets his free throws. So I think the Cavs starting five is short when you start Garland, Mitchell, and LeVert. Teams should take advantage of that. All three can't play any defense. I was extremely surprised when the Cavs didn't start Isaac Okoro because it just makes sense to balance that out with some more defense. Karis LeVert isn't a terrible defender, at least not to me. But keep in mind, they're not having their starting backcourt today. I don't know who's starting for them tonight. I don't know. But yeah, them not having Okoro out there was definitely kind of eye-opening because I just didn't expect it to go that way. So we'll see. We'll probably get Okoro starting tonight, though. That'll probably be who start. Maybe they slide some things up. So Push Forward TV says, thank God it's the beginning of the season so we don't have to really worry. But do you think Green will be more of a scorer than he was last year if he becomes a starter again? Well, I mean, he would have to hit shots in the regular season for me to say that. What did he look like in preseason? He looked like it off the bench or starting. So I'm not going to think that it's going to magically change back to preseason Javonte if he all of a sudden gets the start because he just hasn't looked the same either way. So that's my opinion on that. And more of a score. No, I think they get the same opportunities. Javonte maybe gets a little bit more because he actually slashes to the rim. But I would trust at this point Javonte to hit those shots more than I will Patrick Williams to hit those shots, which is crazy because Patrick Williams is still like a 50% shooter for his career. So kind of is what it is there. Salute to all the channel members. Absolutely, everybody. You guys get your members only video tomorrow too, by the way. So they won't replay a buzzer beater, but they'll go back minutes later and erase Kobe's three. Hey, and that's what I mean. Like, I would love to see, because that's not in the CBA. I read the CBA, but I would love to see the officiating guide. Like, how are they supposed to handle like replays? I know somebody probably called that up from the booth, but it's like, all right, what level of autonomy then do they have to say what gets replayed or not? It's crazy. Is Rubio still out? Yes. At least to my knowledge, he is still out. Man, I have faith in this team. I feel Levine, Vooch, and DeMar could have 20-plus points. If P. Will won't help offensively, at least be valuable on the court with rebounds, assists, and defense. Completely agree with you there. 100% agree with you. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I got to go and pause. My daughter's calling me. Give me 1 second. Sorry, being a dad always comes first. My baby girl is staying at one of her friend's house. So as soon as I saw that call, I was like, hold on, wait a second. I got to answer this one. This don't go to voicemail. But anyway, all right, we back. If Patrick Asnight put Terry in, it's not going to go to Terry. It's going to go to DJJ before it goes to Terry. For sure. On paper, are we talking about fully healthy or on paper tonight? Tonight, I give it to the Bulls. Fully healthy, that means us including having Lonzo. It's going to be a good series. I just don't trust that small backcourt in there once the defense gets tight. I just don't. I think that they would falter for sure. Push Forward TV says, I just became a member. I thought I was already, but Bulls gang. I appreciate that, brother. I really appreciate that. Sweaty Bloke says, I can take another garbage. You cannot take another garbage P-Will game. Oh, well. Hey, hold your heart. Do the Red Fox. Like, you'll be okay, brother. You'll be okay. Karis LeVert tends to cook us. This is true. Go Bulls. Let's get that W on home court. Yes. Yes, please. Can we please do that? But that is it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. We are you know what? No, we're going to keep it going. We gonna keep it going. Like, we ain't stopping. I was about to stop the stream. Fuck it. I ain't stopping yet. I ain't got shit to do but drink. That's all I wanted to do. I ain't got shit to do but drink. So we good. Do you think Dragic could take advantage of the young guards? Absolutely. But they don't have Rubio. Absolutely. I'm going to go out on a limb and say if Tari Eason was still available on draft night, I guarantee you. How are you going to go out on a limb and then say guarantee? Shay, sentence structure. When you start something off, you have to nail it at the end, right? Start something off. Execution at the end. You can't say I'm going to go out on a limb and then guarantee. Those two things counteract each other. You're not going out on a limb if it's guaranteed. You can't do it that way. Just saying. Get the yak ready. Listen, it's already chilled in the freezer. And first of all, if y'all have never had Dragon's Milk, which is a type of beer, I think it's like 11% alcohol at that. I don't even like beer for real, but go get you some Dragon's Milk. You'll love it. I'm telling you, you'll love it. How do you feel about integrating DJJ into the lineup more? Yeah, I would love it. I think at this point, if P. Will and Javonte in the first half still aren't giving you anything, you got to try something different. Some people say the rookie. I don't know if Billy Donovan would trust the rookie in that case, but I would not mind looking at DJJ out there, getting him some run out there, seeing what he gives you if his energy just changes. Because one thing DJJ is going to do, he is going to try to block shots, right? He is going to try to dunk on people's heads off. So, at least if those type of things maybe give you a new type of energy, I would not mind that at all, especially if they come into this game looking bad again. I just noticed that Cedric the Entertainer. Oh, man. Can you do the iconic? I can only do because I got to get in gear for it. So you got to do the dramatic pause, then the laugh, because it's the 1-2 punch, right? So Pat do something like this. And I'm telling you tonight, if the Bulls play defense like they did in the fourth quarter of the first game against the Miami Heat, then we will lock this game in and Zach LaVine will have 40, 40, and 12. That he always, you always know when it's coming because he does this look and it's like, nigga, ain't nothing funny, bro. We can literally be, I think he just does it to fill space. So, literally, you'd be like, hey, man, Pat, man, I don't even know if I can record today, man. My grandmother fell away today. Or she passed away today. Oh, man, damn, man, I'm sorry for you, bro. Man, yeah, whatever you need to do. What? Oh, shit, it's not funny. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, man. Just hoping Zach looks bouncy. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. Steely E says, kill it with the Bears and you kill it with the Bulls too. Glad you keep us updated on both of them. See Red. I appreciate that, man. I'm not going to lie to you. doing because when I first started, go back and listen to like episode 2. I was like, I'm not doing daily content. There's no way in hell I'm doing daily content. It's not happening. And then I slowly worked it until now Chicago Bulls Central is daily. I think we're actually the only true daily Bulls focused channel out there. It's like literally don't miss days unless I'm on vacation to go into a wedding. Nonetheless. But I said that. And then so like slowly, I think because it was a ramp up, right? So I went from doing Chicago Bulls Central once a week the first 3 weeks. And then I started dropping more frequent episodes, like maybe like 2 episodes a week and then 3 episodes a week. And then eventually got to up 6. And then this summer I nailed it at 7. But then to add in the Bears to that, but not have a ramp up, literally just jumping in was crazy. Like, yeah, I would have planned it way better before. Way better before. I got answered. Pat, the designer, actually does have lenses in his glasses. He actually cannot see at all without them. So. Like, that nigga's funny, man. I love that dude, though, man. That's my dude. G5, who's the X Factor? Sorry I'm late if you already said it. Oh, I did not. That's actually a good question. I'm going to go out on a limb and say whether it's starting or coming off the bench, Javonte Green finds his groove this game. He is the X factor off this bench tonight. I think he's going to either make, and I'm not, by that I don't mean he's going to necessarily score a bunch of points, but I think Javonte's going to have the type of game today that regardless of what the stat line says, he's going to make 3 or 4 plays that you're just like, oh, he just did that, whether it be on offense or defense. I think Javonte Green has a bounce back game today. He is the X factor for the Chicago Bulls tonight with a close second to that, Goran Dragic. Just in a game like this, I think you'd be Goran Dragic. Love your content, Tony Benals. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for that comment and checking us out, man. Ray Guns 101 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. The comment you said about BPL Lowry was hilarious. Hey man, listen, I just be saying shit, bro. Like the funny thing is the things that people find the funniest that I've said and stuff is literally things that have just come out, and it shocks me when it comes out. So, I gotta go get my baby. Oh, my baby girl. Okay. All right, y'all. I actually do have to shut the stream down. I gotta go pick my daughter up, man. She's ready to come home from her little party. So I appreciate you guys so much, man. I will be here for the halftime hangout and post-game show, so make sure you guys are tuned in for that. Make sure you're following the show at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and or voicemail, the number to do so, nope, that's the call in live. Number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. And like I like to end everything on, see red, go Bulls. Peace, y'all.